Hello, this is Pamela Steele, and I'm with you today to look at the Rosewood Day and Night Tarot. Marko and Felipe did the Divine Masculine Tarot about 3 years ago, I think it was, and this one is coming on Kickstarter. Today it's, let's see, today is April the 10th, and this is supposed to be live on Kickstarter at the end of this month, at the end of April in 2024. So watch for it. It's going to be exciting and very, very unique. These two put out some of the most incredible, well, the other deck they've done has just been amazing. Um, anyway, the Rosewood Day, as you can see, this is the sun. And I just opened these. I just took the shrink wrap off of them so I didn't have to mess with that on camera. Um, inside the Rosewood Tarot. But what really gets me about these are magnetic closed boxes in book form. And when you run your fingers over them, you can feel it. You can also see the foil that shows it. It's just, wow. The attention to detail is phenomenal. And let's see on the back. There you go. It's incredible. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Um, quickly, the night tarot, the greens, of course, day. The nights, and these are flowers, and these are herbs to represent the evening or the nighttime tarot. Now you can use these two together, or they stand alone. Either way, both 78 card tarot decks. Um, the I get sidetracked so easily. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. But there again, they're both, and you can see on the back of the box, it's very clearly spells it out for you. The day, the night. You can't really mess up with that. But and on the back of each box are the different plants that they have used for each of the suits. Okay. Now let's just start with this one simply because it's the one out there now. These are finished with a matte rose petal finish, and they've got shiny spots not just on the boxes, but on the cards themselves. And I did, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Mom wants to see you. There we go. Ooh, look in here. Welcome to the day. Let the light open your heart. Rosewood Tarot. And evidently these can be used together in conjunction with each other. Let's get this stuff off if we can without making too big a mess. What I really like about this so far is that the edges of these, as you can see, are a deep green. I love green. Green's one of my favorite. Well, green and blue are two of my favorite colors. So they knocked it out of the park on this one for me. Now, the first thing that I really noticed about this is the glacier feel to it. Now, the major arcana, what they've done here is they've used glaciers, okay, mountains. So in other words, your journey begins high up as you travel down to the bottom of the glaciers in the mountains, and you travel to the suits. And these are represented by roses. And when you look at these cards, there's these really absolutely secret black designs, and you can't see them just looking at it. But if you start moving the cards, you can kind of see these little bits and pieces that show you what. Oh, there, now we can see them pretty good. My camera's new, and if I really make a mistake, shoot me. But anyway, the travels down to the suits, and here you go. What really, really impresses me, and this is one of the hardest things for an artist, any artist, to do, is to do what they call a panoramic effect. Let's see if I can get these out here without making a big mess. So you can kind of see where these are going. Okay? And this is from the day deck, right? But you can see how they all kind of, your journey itself, when you've got the magician here, if you look closely, you see a little tiny figure in here, right down here. And there, as you move it, I don't know, that almost looks like, I'm not sure what I'm seeing in the background there with that extra foil in there. And of course, each of the day cards has got a round sun up at the top, all in gold, or I guess that's silver. Wow. Anyway, it looks gold from one direction and so gold from this direction, silver from another. But you've got all of these cards are so, and they're technically they're borderless, okay? But you do have this outline here of that, which kind of brings the image into focus. The artist in me has always insisted that a picture be framed, but I'm getting used to not having frames around them. Let's just have a quick look here. The Hierophant. Ooh, and here he is, down here in the corner. And there again, move the cards. See all the beauty. The beauty in here is just breathtaking. Lovers. Oh, wow. There again, magnificent, magnificent cards, magnificent design. I'm not, okay, the cards that I got, when Marko asked if I would be willing to have a look at them, I jumped at it, of course. And what I'm seeing, this didn't come with a little white book. I think, from what I understand, the decks themselves come with the equivalent of a little white book. Let's see, did I write that down somewhere? Because I tried 36-page little white books usually included with these decks. You can get a different book, like a gorgeous hardback, all raised, everything really fancy book. It's just 178 pages, but it's an extra. If I were going to buy this deck, I would definitely, no questions asked, I would certainly get the book, because I love to know what the artist thinks, what the creator is telling you from their opinion. Now, the first suit we come to is air, and it's represented by lavender. Oh, sorry, that's the night card. The first, I'm sorry, Elderwas. Okay, and the ace. Oh my goodness, you can see the glacier in the background. So it takes you through this entire journey. And they're looking at air as being the top highest suit of the minors. Okay, this is the way that these guys did this. Never thought of that before, never looked at it before, but I'm really excited about getting into this deck. Now, other people have done one-by-one flip throughs. I'm not going to do that to you. Mostly because, ooh, shiny. Mostly because it's already been done, and I'm not going to try to reinvent the wheel here. So, but when you've got air, and then you go from there into earth. And earth is represented by the orchid. And there again, each card has got these black shinies in there that when you move the card, you can see different shapes. And it's almost like it's got a different language here going on. Something really unique. That's gorgeous. I'm just flipping through these just a little bit just to show everybody what they can expect from this deck. It's phenomenal. And it's going to be really a lot of fun to read with. You believe me when I say that. Because the symbolism in here, I mean, this is the Ten of Earth, which I guess would translate into the Ten of Pentacles. And I'm seeing a bell. Maybe you can see that too. A call to the faithful. Call your family home. Hear the bell in the day. Yeah, there's so many ways to interpret that. And then you get to fire. And fire, wands, is represented by the marigold. And anybody who knows flowers knows that marigolds are one of the most amazing plants on the planet. Not just for healing, but for all kinds of companion planting, etc. So excellent choice for this, for the fire suit. Or wands, depends. Ooh. But let's try this just real quickly, just because I want to see how this works. And I'm in my basement, which means I'm freezing right now. But when you start laying these cards out together, and even whenever if you can see these, the black shinies lined up with all of this. So you've got, oops, where's my 6? It's probably, it's under here. I was missing one. There we go. Okay, so you see how these all just segue into each other, okay? Which is that is talent in and of itself, okay? So then you've got water, okay? And your water is the lotus. And so each of these images for the day, what these represent are the energy and the expression. In other words, the sun cards, the masculine, the driving force. Um, well, day and night. They say it's as different as day and night, which, yes, but it's also the yin and the yang. And these would be your yang cards. These would be your strong masculine, let's get this done. Oh my Lord, that's gorgeous. I know, got it backwards, but oh my Lord, that is just wow. I am so thrilled that they asked me to have a look at this deck. I'm going to be playing with it quite a lot. You can guarantee that. Guarantee that. And the final card, instead of your kings, you have the wisdom, which I find really fascinating and totally appropriate. So anyway, that's your day deck. And I'm going to see if I can't get through this quickly, just because my attention span is about that of a fruit fly. And so I don't expect others to have a very long attention span either. Anyway, this is your day deck. Now let's see what we've got in the blue ones that are just stunning as usual. So hopefully I'm not losing anybody here. Welcome to the night where the magic illuminates your path. Wow. Wow. Just wow. And there's your herbs. Like they're on here. Here's your flowers. Here's your herbs. This is really pretty self-explanatory. And there again, it's all embossed. You can feel the textures. And anybody, well, if you're like me and you're very tactile, you're not just like the shiny, because the raven and the crow and me love the shiny. But I feel of everything. Go clothes shopping with me. I won't look at something. I'll walk down a row of clothing and feel. And if something feels right, that's when I'm going to grab it. So now we are in the night version of our tarot decks, and you can use these together. It makes them very easily, because you look, there's the indigo, the other was green, so you can use these all together, which is fantastic. But by the same token, it'd be easy to split them up and separate them out again, because look how easy it is. Just look how amazing. I mean, they're similar enough to be used together. They're wonderful like that, but they're also very, very unique in each way. So, and here we go. Okay, nighttime herbs. Okay, there again, you go back to your majors, and these, instead of full-blown roses, they're like tea roses, which I found really interesting. Tea roses never get any, they will always look like buds. They always look like they're on the verge of opening. So one of the quotes that I read that Marko and Felipe wrote was, "What we do in the day is forged in the night." And this is the yin. This is the feminine side. This is the, because the moon doesn't have its own light. It just reflects it. We all just went through that great, fabulous eclipse not too long ago. So when we're looking at this particular deck, let's try that again. I mean, that we're back to the glaciers. Yes, give me that. And my hands are really cold down here, kids. I'm really sorry. But let's see. Oh. The words simply stunning keep coming to mind. High Priestess. Empress. Oh, Empress is always one of my favorite cards in any deck. And yeah, there we go. Emperor. Hope you can all see those. Yes, I think I got my camera set just about right. Anyway, that's where we're at with the night deck so far. And if you really look, I mean, not only do they have the black in there, but look at the way that the silvery bits come through. And there's your, there again, you put these together and you could make such a, you'd have such a fantastic, unique reading just by allowing your intuition to run wild. Think of it as like an ink blot test, okay? Not that you could pass or fail those, but the beauty of it is that it really does trigger your intuition. I like this a lot. This is going to be one of my go-to decks. You just watch, especially for self-reflection and study. Okay, people have said, well, how can you know something if it's your shadow self? If it's hidden from you, how can you know? This is how you know. This is how you do shadow work. You have the sun that shows you what's going on. And then you have the moon or the night deck that shows you how to approach and work with it. So you've got the Hierophant here. And oh my goodness, and the Lovers. I promise I won't go through all of these. I just wanted to show them off. Strength, what a phenomenal card. And I will have to go ahead and buy the book just because I'm going to need one. I love having sets, and this is great. So, okay, let's get this done. Just simply because I don't want to bore anybody too much, I promise. The Sun card, which is an interesting concept on this. I mean, you've got the Sun card. Let's just do this real quick. You've got the Sun card in the night deck. I want to see what the Moon card is here. Ah, and opened right to it. There we go. There we go. You've got your Sun, the Moon card in the Sun deck, and the Sun card in the Moon deck, and they work. They definitely work. And I'm so impressed with the artwork. It just blows me away. It did with the Divine Masculine, and they're doing it again with this deck. Okay, back to where we were. So we get to the Sun card, which is generally, the Sun, Judgment, the World. Ooh, check out the tree and their tree of life. This is kind of how I'm interpreting these. Is the tree of life. I mean, you've got the backs that are so similar, different colors, crescent moon, as opposed to the sun. Wow, just wow. The colors, they're subtle, but they're so vibrant. Tremendous, tremendous. Okay, keep going. Now, for air, what they've used is lavender, the herb lavender. Lavender is not only, it's one of the best medicinal plants you've ever found. So I can see how they would have used lavender for air. Again, we've got these shiny bits in here that connect together and make you think all kinds of wonderful things. That's the ace. Where's the 2? Oh, come on. I love new decks, but they are a little sticky. Ah, there we go. There we go. There's your... Again, the panoramic qualities of these decks are just... It would be really cool, and I would do this for you, except I really don't have room here. Lay them all out, all 78 cards out of each deck, like one above the sun above the moon, or vice versa, however you want to do it. But wow, just how cool is this? Absolutely stunning art, every single one. And I am not going to step on anyone's toes and go through these one at a time, like I told you I won't. I promised I wouldn't, because there's other people who've done a flip through and have done a phenomenal job. So check out, the Hermit's Cave on YouTube. He does a great job on this. And there's going to be ones on the Kickstarter too. So you'll be able to see more. I just want to give you the bird's eye, like the, think of this as looking at the table of contents, okay? But when you've got, okay, the 4 of Earth is sage. Sage is one of those go-to, so many people use it for cleansing and for purifying an area. I'm not one of those people. I use sweetgrass, but sage is a standard. It is an absolute standard. Wow. And something else I've noticed about this deck. Get over there. Mama wants to see. There we go. Okay, you've got the 10 of Earth. And again, you've got the bell in the night. Yes. So it's just the night and day versions of these. The dream would have been, well, what I'm seeing here, the dream is the page of the suit. Action, of course, would be the knight. And there's your little shiny bits. The keeper of Earth, which would be the queen. The queens kind of represent expansion of a deck. And the wisdom being the king would represent the discipline of the deck. Okay, and then on to fire, and this is rosemary. All right, again, we've got some phenomenal panoramic scenes going on here. So be when you get your copy of this, you're going to have so much fun because just putting them out there and the colors, the richness, the quality, the way these things make me feel is nothing short of magical. I'm really super, super impressed. Okay. And let's see, what do we got next? Okay, 10 of fire, wisdom of fire. Ooh, pretty, 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 pretty. Some of these kind of remind me of lightning strikes, these black shiny bits. Okay, and water, we get to water, and water is time, the herb time, not the clock. Um, so there is your ace, filled to overflowing. Eight, wow. I am so super, super impressed with this deck itself. Definitely going to get me a copy of that hardbound. Um, just because I want to read what is the method behind the madness on these cards. They're phenomenal. Anyway, that's enough of that. I just wanted to give you guys a quick run through, a quick look at the greens, the golds, a quick comparison here, the boxes, another quick comparison. And I highly recommend this deck. I mean, these two they knocked it out of the park with the Divine Masculine. And from what I can see, yeah, they've got an absolute winner here. So thank you so much for watching. I deeply appreciate your time and attention. And when I get this uploaded onto my YouTube site, I will have a proper link for the big word I can't think of for the Kickstarter. Okay, so enjoy, and many thanks to Marko and Felipe for doing such a phenomenal deck. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.